I got demons and I got hope. I got brandy, then oh no, please, keep the negativity away from me. Let me get you started on the story I'ma tell. I'ma be honest, things ain't going well. Everybody popping, I'm just watching from the side. And if I never make it, then you know at least I try. She knows I got the juice, like I said, kneeling on my knees, praying for a better plan. Ooh, God, please forgive me, I've been sinning. You know I'm hard to sober, I've been smoking and I'm drinking. I got crazy flows, I can put you in the moment, motivate you with my words, I wrote it. I feel elevated spiritually, I manifest. Puffin' past the holy flowers, man, you know we blessed. Ooh, we testify and tell you what I know. Trapping with my homies, all this talent I'ma show. Tell me if you love me, I don't wanna waste your time. Turn the passion into money, make that multiply. Oh, I got big dreams, can't sleep, nightmares, I see that. I took flights, took shows, went broke, came right back. The landlord, stressing, I pay cash, I got that. We'll talk, I won't quit. You like that? I trust that. The good life, big crib, fast car. I want it all. The models in the club, the model chicks, cameras flashing. I like that. I will flex, I carry, spit facts, rewind that. Believe me, I won't quit. I got that, I got that. Testify, let's go. I got big dreams, can't sleep, nightmares, I see that. I took flights, took shows, went broke, came right back. The landlord, stressing, I pay cash, I got that. We'll talk, I won't quit. You like that? I trust that. The good life, big crib, fast car. I want it all. The bottles in the club, the model chicks, cameras flashing. I like that. I will flex.
Thank you ever so much. That was Black Sugar, and it is indeed Saturday. The clock's just gone 12 midday, and so here we are. This is Trendz on the SABC News Channel. I am, of course, your host. The name is Refil Wemwilwa, and I'm going to give you the lowdown of all that's hip, trending, and made entertainment news in the past week. Follow us on Twitter. We're at Trendz on SABC, and yeah, let us know what these glorious sunshine-filled weekends in November are looking like in your part of Mzansi or the rest of the continent. In the first story for today, Braamfontein welcomes a new comedy space with the insanely hilarious Goliath trio expanding their comedy cartel. The comedy club recently launched in the tourist hub, and if you have nothing planned already on your weekends, do go check it out. A big congratulations to Jason, Donovan and Nicholas. Away, Owens.
Comedy breathes new life into Braamfontein, the cultural hub of Joburg and home to some of the best things to do, eat and drink. The Goliath Comedy Club has just been added to its offering. The club takes up permanent residency in the newly renovated space located on the lower level of the Bannister Hotel. Earlier this year, Goliath and Goliath announced their expansion plans in addition to the Goliath Comedy Club Melrose Arch to open up new spaces within the next 24 months, targeting high-traffic metropolitan areas.
Firstly, in my wildest dreams, I didn't think that we'd launch the Melrose Arch Club. And the Melrose Arch Club was kind of an expression of comedy within the context of Melrose Arch, and I think that it was very important to us that not only did we open a comedy club, but a platform that would kind of let South African comics feel important and international, and let international acts feel at home, and you know, a lot of times even impressed. To open a second comedy club is beyond a dream. We are so, as Goliath and Goliath, in love with stand-up comedy that just seeing our favorite act on stage, and I think that a very big deal is that we kind of realize that we can't achieve our wildest dreams in comedy alone. There's got to be a network, there's got to be an infrastructure, there's got to be a comedy scene that has greater depth than anywhere else on the continent, and that we've been able to achieve. So it's about creating more world-class platforms to help showcase how phenomenal we believe South African comedy is.
The venue will seat up to 80 guests cinema style, giving the Goliath Comedy Club Braamfontein a New York underground comedy room look and feel. The opening night showcased a speed comedy ensemble with 20 comedians performing for 5 minutes each. At the end of the 5 minutes, the bell goes off and they must then welcome the next act on stage.
Data is like my biggest gripe, you know. I almost feel like there's a mini Jacob Zuma in my phone, stealing my data. He's running around in there on some, this is my data. Now.
We're incredibly passionate about having our first kind of New York style club, in the sense that the club is there to have multiple shows in a night. It's not supposed to be your kind of start to end entertainment, but it's supposed to be the entertainment component of whatever your evening is going to be. Our Melrose Arch premises, we encourage people to spend the night. Come and have dinner, come and enjoy the show, come and enjoy a drink after the show. This club is more about an hour, 20 minutes, no breaks, enjoy 4 acts, 5 at max, depending on the type of show that we're going to be doing, and then go and enjoy Braamfontein. So either do comedy in the beginning of your night, in the middle of your night, so before dinner, after dinner, or while you're waiting for the nightclub to fill up. But it's just a way to kind of make the decision to consume comedy as easy as possible for the market, to introduce people that have never thought about comedy as an option to stand-up comedy, because we're kind of situated in a very busy space within Braamfontein that is also expanding, and just giving comedians the best possible opportunity and audiences the easiest access to, I think, world-class comedy shows.
And so the highly anticipated theatre production called The Suitcase is now on at the Market Theatre after a successful 5-week tour in the United Kingdom. So the play is directed by Mr. Theatre personified himself, Ubaba James Ngobo, and it's an adaptation of Eskia Mpatlele's short story by the same name.
This theatre production is a story of love and tragedy. Featuring a star-studded cast, The Suitcase explores issues of unemployment under the apartheid regime, as well as the experiences of men and women in rural areas.
My heart's practically jumping up and out of my chest.
Relaying this story is a young married couple played by Masa Sambangeni alongside Siyabonga Twala, who decide to move to the city to work and better their lives, despite the disapproval of their families. The pressures of the city, unemployment and poverty, however, have a disastrous effect on Timmy. He is so desperate to provide for his pregnant wife, he steals a suitcase left on a bus without knowing what the contents are. Dumi is then arrested.
Whose suitcase is this? It's mine. It's got your things. Yes. Yes? No. It's my wife's things.
He then discovers that the suitcase he had stolen contains a dead body of an infant. The story ends in tragedy. Timmy is arrested and dies 3 months later because of loneliness and agony. The play will be on at the Market Theatre until the end of this month.
Nice one. The same way that we support South African film, please go and support South African theatre. And so one of South Africa's biggest digital platforms, Slicker on Life, has been trending lately for quite a few dope reasons. The Incubator is a project that's giving undiscovered artists a platform to launch their musical careers. So squatter camp rapper turned businessman Sia Medane has searched far and wide and ended up taking on 12 young hip-hop cats from cities, dorpies and kassies across the country to bless our hip-hop collections with this mixtape. So Slicker is here with his mentees from the Incubator, that's Black Sugar and Lesego Flex Van Doom. I hope I said that right.
Yeah, you did.
Welcome, guys. How are you?
We're good. Thank you.
I want to talk about these names, though. So it's like, I mean, I asked you just now, I said, who are you? And I mean, of course, I was joking. And you, oddly enough, didn't say Slicker. You named your name.
Well, I never
you know
knew how serious you were, so I was also serious to give you my real name. I'm Sia. You know what I mean?
No, but you are. So what I'm noticing lately is that younger cats who are coming up, you know, in the hip-hop game, the names are all so crazy, and even the spellings and how you write them. Guys, how are we supposed to remember these things, man? Come on. Lesego Van Doom, what's your, you know, who are you? Tell us what you're about.
My name is, my actual government name is Lesego Moeletsi.
Sure, and then it's Flex.
Yeah, I hail all the way from the Vaal.
Right.
And then the stage name is Flex Van Doom.
Okay.
So the way that came about was, for the longest time, like I think it was like probably since primary school, like the name was Flex, but then it was Reflex at first. So then people got lazy with the re and then just dropped it all together, and then it was Flex.
And then Van Doom?
The Van Doom, it's, there's a fictional character from, I think it's a Marvel fictional character. No, here's a Marvel fictional character.
Okay.
His name is Dr. Doom.
Right.
Right. So
Best
then
be
my
sure.
theory...
If it's Marvel, DC Comics, like
yeah, no, it is Marvel.
It's a sensitive topic. You know
my theory behind it is that villains have more fun, I guess. So yeah, just chose that name.
Are you having fun because of this dude?
Yo, yeah.
A whole lot.
No idea.
A whole lot. Well, congratulations on making it through. Black Sugar, you performed for us. What's your government name, my guy?
My government name is Sakegile.
Okay.
Sakegile Buyana, yeah.
Black Sugar. We're still on brown sugar, you know? So what's Black Sugar all about?
I know right now on camera I might look light-skinned because they did my makeup, you know?
Sure.
But yeah, Black Sugar is just the name I got from a friend, and you know, people just started, you know, just saying, yo, Black, yo, Sugar. So it was just the name that stuck with me.
Okay.
It's not taken from any Marvel movie,
right,
unfortunately. But
you're just black and just sweet. Sweet on the rhymes.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Congratulations on this. Yeah, but we have a bone to pick with you.
Am I leaning too hard or uncomfortably?
Like, sure, our studio is your studio.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you are that guy. You've been busy.
I want to look at you.
Yeah, you've been busy.
But then I got my back against them.
You've dropped us. You've been busy. Archer getting married. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you,
yeah.
thank you.
But at the same time, you've caused us a bit of stress.
Have I dropped you guys ever?
Yeah. Quite a few times. So I'm glad finally you're here. But tell us the reasons behind why. I mean, Slicker on Life has been around. You're doing great stuff, you know, forever and a day. And you've managed to actually turn and, you know, monetize, I suppose, you know, the game and just not being an artist. And so what was it about these guys? I mean, you went as far as Hammanskraal. Yeah, I saw there's a guy from... I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
you went all out, you know what I mean, to find these guys. What was it about them and why the Incubator?
I think what digital does, it brings people to you, you know, because you can connect to anyone in the world through digital. And the guys send me the music. I love the music, and I don't know who they are, even I don't know where they come from, but it just sounds good. You know, music doesn't have a location, you know. Literally, location is where the ground you stand on, but music speaks another language. And I heard the music. I just literally bunched the music that I liked, put it in a folder. Then when I started making calls, I only started finding out that these guys are from wherever they are, you know?
Okay, that's interesting. So was there like an open call for entries to say, guys, I'm doing this? But I'm sure people always send you music anyway.
Yeah, people always send us music on the site. But, you know, there's guys who literally always get a lot of traction because who they are, the brands they've built. And then there's new guys who literally, you know, they probably don't get that much traction. So, you know, I always listen to these great songs and I go, what more can we do, you know? And this was my this is what more we can do with it, you know. So it's the first one we're trying, you know. We got bigger plans, you know. Fortunately, we launched, and a lot of brands saw what we're doing, and they're trying to plug into our plans for 2018.
Nice.
In fact, we've been saying, look what we're doing.
Yeah.
How can we make it work for 2018? So I think next year we want to really make it a bigger thing, and we want to make it an official thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nice. Yes. So Flex, I mean, your musical career is sort of kind of just, you know, lifting off right now, but in terms of influences, of course, you know, you're like sitting next to this guy here, like the first time you met him, you're like, oh my gosh, it's that guy, Masquara Camp.
Hey, like the first time I actually met him, it was surreal, because it was the day that we all actually met each other as the incubators. Was the day when we were shooting the promo videos for the the promo videos for the digital rollout and all that stuff.
Right.
So we sat there, and like it was slicker.
Yeah.
So like it's honestly something you can never really get used to.
Okay. Okay.
But
you're working with him now. He's taking you through he's taking all of you guys through the paces. Black Sugar, tell us, you know, what you've learned, how this experience has been different, because I'm sure before, you know, the incubator, you had your own hustle. You were recording 1 or 2 tracks in a studio somewhere with, you know, other guys. But tell us about this journey. Are you writing all your stuff? Are you also, you know, plugging into production? How has the actual, you know, process been?
Yeah, the process has actually been like beautiful, you know, for me, because I did drop an EP this year called God's Timing. So I needed and this song Testify was doing very well. Nice. So I really needed a boost, you know, and how this boost came, you know.
God's timing.
God's timing, there we have it. So it just came at the right time, and, you know, we've been working so much right now. I'm learning so much from Slicker. We're doing interviews, we're doing radio. So we just been very busy, and this is really dope, you know, that we're on TV right now, so that, you know, we can grow our brand, you know.
Look at you now. God's timing.
It's really dope.
Cool. So it's like I mean, new festive season is coming up. So where is, you know, the project going? Are you taking literally like a whole bus and the guys are going everywhere? Tell us about your plans.
You know, like, once again, you know, I always say that, like, you know, I'm a small person with small ideas, and then I meet up with bigger people who allow my ideas to amplify. So that's the brands, that's guys like you give us the opportunity to do these interviews. So this is a small idea, and bigger people are coming in with how we can amplify it. Right. So definitely we've got a guy like Kyle White who shoots a lot of videos, who's given himself like giving us at like a highly discounted price to shoot some of the videos. So we've shot one video, we were shooting it last week. We've got another one with Black Sugar also that's coming. But because it's the end of the year, there's too much happening. So we're really going to start pushing a lot of the interviews and videos next year. Part of what I want to do, I want to create a real workshop for the incubators, where like we get like brands, we get like recording labels, radio guys, just to talk about what they're looking for from artists. So artists, not only the artists in the incubator learn, but like any other artist that wants to come in. And then further to that, then we're gonna really do a new recruitment thing for next year, and we're gonna drop another 4 videos, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna drop another 4 videos.
Nice one.
And so we're just asking for support. We know I'm a small person, you know, but we're asking all the bigger people to acknowledge all of us small people and amplify it further.
Small people with big names. I hear you.
Look, it's a small idea. We're helping.
Sure. I hear
these guys are not signed to me. I'm not getting anything from them. There's no management. There's nothing. I just did this out of I can't do it as a small person.
Since the 10th, though, how's the project been received since it was launched?
You know, the project's been did extremely well on the first week. I just haven't gotten the numbers and the streams, but the album got at least 26,000 streams on its first week, you know. And when I look at some artists who have got names who are saying they got 20,000 streams, blah, blah, and we got it on a paid platform, not on a free platform, you know. That for me is positive. Like, we've been getting a lot of good media coverage. A lot of the brands, the smaller people who work with bigger brands who can do bigger things are plugging. But big things happen when a lot of small people come together.
Sure, I hear you.
And that's what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm getting together all the smaller people so we can do who are big at what they do, so we can do a bigger thing. You know what I mean?
Let's just make the circle bigger.
Hey,
guys,
man,
congratulations, Black Sugar Flex.
Thank you
Wish
so
you all
much.
the best. We'll see your work, I'm sure, again. You'll come without Obaba Slika. Next time he'll leave you guys to do your own walk and come through. It's like everybody's coming together, reuniting. Squatter camp?
Yeah, it's interestingly enough, we are working. I can officially say we are working.
Okay.
I've been the big hold-up in Squatter Camp because I've been planning my wedding.
Cool.
And but I told the guys that once the wedding is done, I'm in studios.
You are giving the people what they want.
I'm saying this on TV. The hold-up has been me. We already got a release date for next year.
Nice one.
We got a couple of songs.
Yeah.
And for all the days that I missed, I actually wanted to save it for something special, which is this.
Wow, and you're coming back with Squatter Camp.
Exactly.
Thank you so very much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Pleasure having you all in studio. We're going to an ad break. Come back after this. There's a whole lot more on Trendz.
I found my family. 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 Hey, I found me. Hey, I found me. Hey, I found me. Hey, I found me. Hey, I found me.
It is 5 p.m. Central African Time, broadcasting live from Johannesburg. This is PM News. Mugabe is wanted in South Africa on a charge of assault with intent to do grievous bodily harm. Mugabe allegedly assaulted local model Gabriela Engels with an extension cord.
If the minister has granted the First Lady diplomatic immunity, then it then means that she will not be prosecuted.
There will now be 16 countries that form part of SADC. The Comoros was added as a member state during this summit. New Zealand rugby great Sir Colin Meads has passed away at the age of 81 following the battle with the pancreatic cancer. In 1999, Meads was named New Zealand's greatest rugby player of the 20th century. This year, a bronze statue of Meads was unveiled in his hometown of Tekuti.
Stay tuned to PM News for all your news updates every Saturday and Sunday from 1500 hours.
Phones, cloud systems and robots have taken over a lot of what used to be done manually.
Our accounting system is actually based on the cloud.
Google nowadays can tell you where you parked your car.
And Africa's entrepreneurs are using technology to create.
With Pocket Masipala, you can basically do all the services that you would do at the municipality physically by going there, but you can now do them on a mobile app.
Join me, Phumelele Zondi, on Sundays at 9 p.m. on SABC News.
Welcome back. You're still watching Trendz. So 6 of South Africa's brightest young creative talents have been named as 2017 Standard Bank Young Artist Award winners. These recipients of the country's leading arts awards were announced by Standard Bank and the National Arts Festival in Kramerville, north of Johannesburg this week.
These are the artists who have demonstrated exceptional ability in their chosen fields. They join a prestigious group of 150 Young Artist Award winners over a period of 36 years. Since 1984, the number of winners who have received this honor now stands at 149.
The Standard Bank Young Artist Award started in the early 80s, and what they try and do is they try and give a boost to artists at a very particular point in their careers. They're not just emerging artists, they're not established lifetime achiever type artists, but they're at the middle of their careers. And what the awards try and do is they try and recognize them, acknowledge them, seek them out, and give them just a little bit of a boost that they need in the middle of their careers to help them take their careers to the next level. And it's proven really successful over the years. If you look through a list of previous previous Young Artist Award winners, it's a who's who of South African arts in every possible genre. So it's a very good indicator, an early indicator of future success and future talent. So as a hot tip, if you go out and buy as many artworks as you can from the visual art winner each year and hang on to them for 10, 15, 20 years, they're going to be worth a lot of money in years to come.
The Young Artist Awards are handed out annually to young South African artists who are either on the verge of national acclaim or whose artistic excellence has enabled them to make international breakthroughs. Gemma Khan, who is in theatre, has found a fascinating way of using a Japanese form of street theatre, the kamishibai, to explore uniquely South African theme with universal reach.
Oh, it's wonderful. I'm so pleased and I'm so relieved because we've all known for quite some time and now we can finally... You don't have to keep a secret anymore. And when people know that you have a secret, they just assume you're pregnant. But this is even better than being pregnant. The form of theatre that I do, it's called kamishibai, which is an obscure form of street theatre that I discovered when I was in Japan. It's not famous outside of Japan. It's in decline, which is very sad. But it's the perfect marriage of visual art and narrative theatre, which is what I like. And it's very portable, which is good when you are schlepping from festival to festival.
Another artist who has won an award is Musa Tlachwayo, who is a choreographer and contemporary dancer.
It means everything. It means a lot. It means that my work is being acknowledged as a young South African artist who is making work and who is also contributing towards the arts. It means my voice as an artist is being heard and also being encouraged for it to grow bigger and bolder. It means that KZN is also going to spread its wings as we therefore get recognized a lot more with the kind of work that we try to do.
Each of the winners will be featured on the main program of the 2018 National Arts Festival in Grahamstown. This is where they will be given the opportunity to develop and premiere their new works.
As a sponsor at Standard Bank, we've been involved in the arts for over 40 years. We've been sponsoring the Standard Bank Young Artist Award program since 1984. And we really don't stifle the National Arts Festival Arts Committee as far as selecting the artist is concerned. We stand on the sidelines. We obviously know that it's a very fine adjudication process that they follow. It's really about an artist that's reached the cusp of their career, but haven't quite gotten there. So they just need that tip to tip over into having made it. And what you're witnessing this evening is really a sterling lineup of Standard Bank Young artists to add to our already fascinating and interesting alumni.
The National Arts Festival has helped develop South Africa's cultural treasury as we all inspire a new generations of artists, performers and musicians.
South African influencers and innovators who have made a mark in their respective fields will be honoured at the 21st instalment of the SA Style Awards taking place in Sandton in the north of Johannesburg tomorrow evening. The awards are a celebration of fashion and a showcase of style innovators, and only the best of the best will be there. We caught up with some of the winners. A big shout out to Loot Love as well as Dineo and Solo. Take a look at this.
They're referred to as one of the most prestigious style awards in the social calendar, celebrating the most stylish people in Mzansi. The SA Style Awards are made up of 10 categories. Trendz caught up with the winners who scooped the 2017 Most Stylish Couple Award, actress Dineo Moeketsi and her rapper boyfriend Solo.
Feels good. How does it feel?
I feel pretty good.
You feel pretty good?
Yeah.
You make me shine. That's you know.
I guess it's really great because it's the one award that speaks to complimenting.
Yes.
So good to know we compliment each other, I guess.
We have been for a while.
Yeah. Their fashion style is always on point, well dressed for any occasion.
I show my style to you. To describe your style to someone does not give them the full. You don't encapsulate it in words.
what you do with style is you take away people's breaths as soon as you walk into the space. That's what happens with style.
Yeah, I think if anything, I'd describe it as forever evolving.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's important for there to be a change, because nobody is the same person if they're growing.
Yep.
You know, so
especially
let it
somebody
evolve.
who pays attention to fashion.
Absolutely, let it evolve into whatever you're evolving into.
Style is so personal and entangled, but what does it mean to the couple?
So for me, it's the ability to switch things up and it be intrinsically me without it being confusing.
What it probably means to me is, you know, as artists, I think self-reflection is key, and it being another dynamic to my showcasing myself. You know, whether it's through music or through fashion, it's all really identity. You know, it's just different shades of it via different art forms. Like fashion is style is art.
Businesswoman, stylist, and social media influencer Kefilo Mabote nabbed the next big thing, Style in the City Award at the 2017 SA Style Awards.
I feel very honored. I see this wonderful moment as a moment to celebrate because it highlights my accomplishment and success thus far. And I'm really looking forward to the magnificent opportunities that are going to come with it.
No matter the occasion, Mabote's fashion style is classic chic.
You know, over the decades, the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s, style has evolved. Yet today, a lot of fashion houses are inspired by collections from these archives. Now, we see a lot of these iconic, how can I put it, iconic trends being repeated in a contemporary way with a silhouette, colors and textures. And I think with my style, it's still the same thing too. You know, I like to keep very iconic pieces from the 80s, from back then, and transitioning it into the contemporary style.
These are the things that make us strong. Her style inspiration is a mix of high street and luxury brands. No wonder Rachel Zoe is her style icon.
My style icon will definitely be Rachel Zoe. She's a famous Hollywood stylist, a writer, and very good in entrepreneurial skills. So how she lives around her life, she definitely influences me.
The awards take place at the Diamond Walk in Sandton City, and congratulations to all the winners.
A big congratulations to all the winners. And yeah, the awards happen on the 5th of November. We're going to an ad break now. Do come back after this.
If you ask this Irish master whiskey distiller why sometimes whiskey is spelled with an E and sometimes without, he'd say,
You feel so good, look. Like the whole thing, they're back and to get off in the whiskey without the E.
Yeah, didn't catch that. But if you asked us the difference, we'd tell you that every whiskey from around the world is spelled without the E, except for Irish and American whiskies.
Get a Johnny Walker Black Label 12-year-old Scotch whiskey and 2 glasses for $279.99 from Tops at Spar.
We are your eyes in all major events around the world.
A wonder not seen in the United States in almost 100 years.
It looks like the sky of a different world. You see the stars out during the day. You see a sunset 360 degrees all around you.
Before you leave, make sure that Rob Byrne is taking you through traffic alert all around South Africa.
All we can do is stick to what we do and focus on our own job and not focus on them.
The Boks will also don the red jersey in this match to mark the 25th anniversary of rugby unity in South Africa.
An update on all major currency to guide you. A story of women in jail told in pictures by Fatima Mir through art that will blow your mind. Set the agenda for the day with Morning Live.
welcome back. You're still watching Trendz. Now, ladies, so we all need at least one pair of killer heels that turn every head as soon as you walk into a room. But man, can they just not hurt, right? Not sure if it's an unwritten rule in the ladies' shoe Bible that the more expensive and fierce, ooh, shame, wow, it just equals pain, pain, pain. So imagine owning a pair that allows you to keep the design of the shoe, but tweak your heel to suit your foot and comfort level. I like the sound of this, and sure you will too. This is now possible right here on our home swell. And well, you know, if it's innovative and trending, we are here to serve. Take a look.
A brainchild of entrepreneur Su Nxumalo, the Stifle Man, is definitely a game changer in the shoe game business. Nxumalo came across the innovative shoe while she was traveling. Fast forward to 2017, this versatile design is now in Mzansi. The shoe can be turned into 6-heel heights, so gone are the days where you had to take pairs and pairs of shoes just to complement that perfect outfit.
The shoe has a button just under the sole there. You just simply press the button and then you unscrew. And then maybe if you want to put on a different shoe, a different heel, you just screw on clockwise and then you're good to go. Then you have a new set of shoe.
The shoe is suitable for any foot shape or size. The Stifle Man shoe is now available online.
Nice one. So King Kotini himself, Mr. Ricky Rick, dropped a banging EP entitled Stay Shining yesterday. And of course, we were out at Zone 6 in Soweto for the launch party of this new project. Take a look. It's December, boss. 5 to December. Take a look. This is Ricky Rick.
Very special day because you're dropping your latest EP, Stay Shining, and you put out the single a while back. So there's like been a lot of anticipation about that everywhere. So how was it finally that you've dropped it?
I think it's always amazing, man. It's always nice to put out new music and have the ability to put out new stuff. And you know, it's part of like the payoff as a musician to put out music and have people listen to it and feel some way, whatever way it is. You know, that's part of the biggest blessing of being a musician. There's like this is more of like a transition project. I didn't really put any storyline to it, no skits really, or any real narrative breakdown. It's really just a collection of tracks that I put together for this period. Because my album is still coming 2018, but my album is a bit more musical, extremely more musical, and it takes more time to complete that. So I think the fans deserved something to hold them down until then.
Yeah. And the collaborations are absolutely insane. So tell us a bit about how you selected those artists, because you can literally call anybody.
Well, I wanted to specifically work with artists that I haven't really worked with on any other previous albums, or haven't really done songs with. So, I mean, the Buy It Out remix is that. A lot of people there that I haven't really done songs with, like Jay Marley or Youngster. You know, those are the people that I'm sort of pulling in that I'm fans of their music. Then there's tracks like Murder with Davido. I haven't worked with him before, and he basically chose the beat for that song and helped me put it together, which is like, it's experimental. A-Reese, I've never worked with A-Reese. It's like, this is experimental, you know, we put it together, it's experimental.
Out of 10, how much would you rate 2017?
Well, for me, I'm only really kicking in now because I've been so focused on different things. I'm only kicking in now, so hey man, I guess people have had fun while we've been away, but we're back now. Yeah. Yo, this is your boy Ricky Rick, and right about now you're watching SABC Trendz. Do not change the station. Do not change that TV station.
Thank you, Ricky Rick, telling them to not change the channel. Yeah, we're going to an ad break. After this, we have a Scarlett in studio. She's a new artist on the scene. You'll definitely want to know what she's all about.
We're talking news, business and sporting updates both continentally and abroad. South Africa is in its first economic recession since 2009.
Currency has appreciated, quite a lot, especially for this year, and it has benefited from a number of things. Not so much to do with what was happening here at home.
The Islamic State-linked news agency Amaq claims the latest attack was launched because of Australia's backing in the US fight against the group.
Constad is one of the dozens of women who have accused Cosby of sexual assault, but hers is the only case recent enough to be subjected to criminal prosecution.
Stay tuned to News Today at 3 p.m. from Monday to Friday on SABC News.
Well, today we discuss the general practitioner or GP.
So the quality of the doctors coming through our medical schools is excellent.
Your GP is your family doctor. Your GP is your first point of care.
Who determines how much a consultation fee should be?
We set up networks of general practitioners, and one of the conditions of the network was to agree to charge a certain fee.
Specialists are specialists. We can't take away their role. We can't take away what they do for each patient in their disease entity.
Our specialist colleagues as well don't appreciate patients coming straight off the street, as it were, to see them. They're highly trained.
For health tips that will help you to adopt healthy living, catch Health Talk every Saturday from 9 to 10.
Welcome back. You are still watching Trendz. We're almost, oh my gosh, yeah, time is going really quickly today. But, we had rappers earlier on with Slicker who were here talking about, being new artists and all. I have another lady, a young lady who goes by the name Scarlett, who is a versatile artist who finds great interest in attempting to sing different genres, from gospel to hip-hop to everything pop and everything else. So she's here in studio and she's new to the music scene, having just released her debut single. It's titled Jaiva Luena. Yeah, well, in time for December, as I said. So, Scarlett, welcome to Trendz.
Thank you very much, and thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Fantastic to have you here. So, Jaiva Luena, why are we dancing with you, Gal? Tell us.
Because I am all about dance. I'm all about bringing good vibes and good energy. So, yeah, this just fits me 100%. Yeah.
Are you a dancer, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, I can kind of see the setup. I'm like, okay, kind of looks like you can break off in a few moves as well on set. Okay, so we're going to see that in just a little bit. Yep. So take us through, when did you start in this industry? And, for many people who are just, seeing you and getting to know about you, where you're from, what makes you tick, and tell us about your music.
Well, I started, I've been trying, or working hard, should I say, for a very, very long time. But as many people know, this industry is not easy. You just have to be very, you have to be motivated and dedicated and ready to...
You have to have your perseverance levels on 5,000.
Patience has to be on 100 because it doesn't come overnight. So I have been working for... recording tracks, should I say, for the past 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
And
working with anybody, even if it's behind the scenes?
No, not perhaps. I've just been working with different producers, but not collaborations as of yet.
Okay. And what's your music like? What are you into? You do everything. I saw it's gospel, it's pop, it's, So what exactly is, the main thing, the main genre that you really want to go out there? Jaiva Luena, so I'm assuming it's a very high beat, high energy December kind of tune. But other things that you do, what essentially is your style?
That is a question that I never managed to answer because, I don't know, I feel like I just enjoy everything. Okay. I like experimenting.
Okay.
I'm a very experimental person.
Yeah.
And I like to try. If I hear a beat that I like, it doesn't matter the genre, I will try it. I like hip-hop, I like pop, I like gospel.
Yeah.
I could even one day do jazz.
If you can do it, why not?
Exactly.
Where are you originally from?
I was born in Mozambique.
Okay.
But I have lived everywhere.
Right.
Literally, ever since I was a baby, I have moved.
Okay.
To Portugal, then I moved to Swaziland, and then I came here.
That also means then your language, do you sing in different languages?
Yes, that's one of the reasons I like to sing in different languages because I feel like I'm a child of Africa, so
Sure.
I like to...
Definitely.
Yeah, even if I don't understand a language, like one day you'll find me singing like a
No,
different
that's fine.
language.
As long as you know 3 lines, girl, and you can sing to it, just put it on a song and sing it.
Exploring different cultures and different languages, I'm all for that.
Nice one.
Yeah.
So you write all your own stuff, or do you have somebody else that you write with in terms of production? Who you're working with? What can we expect, from Scarlett?
Right now I'm working with Valuable African Music, and those are the people that I'm signed to right now. My producers would be Emblazon, which is sitting right there. Hey, thanks
man.
for the support.
Shout out to you.
As for writing, sometimes I write, but sometimes also I have people to write.
For you.
And then we just work together.
And who do you
which
just
is important.
love right now? Whether it's on the continent, South Africa, whose music do you just gives you life?
When I give this answer, people just laugh.
What is it?
I think you're going to laugh as well. I love Beyonce. I'm like a Beyonce fan.
No. We know the Bay Hive
I
is
love
huge.
the professionalism,
It's,
number one. Like
all
the
across
hard
the
work,
continent.
that actually motivates me so much.
Okay.
One of the main reasons I admire her so much. So I hope to be like that one day.
So when you get on stage, you channel your inner Sasha Fierce.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I just have to find that name now.
Find the name, do you? No, that's cool, man. I mean, a lot of people, they love Beyonce for many different reasons. But in terms of her work ethic, in terms of her music, I mean, we've, for decades now been listening to her music, and she is versatile and she's amazing as a vocalist, you know what I mean? So channel the greatness of Beyonce and take things from her and other people, but always stay true to who you are and do you.
That's amazing, yes.
There we go. Pearls for wisdom.
Yes,
pearls of wisdom for
definitely.
you. Well, cool. So you're going to perform. What are you going to perform for us?
My debut single, Javalwena.
Okay.
Yes.
And right now, do we have a music video for it? Where can people get a hold of it? Is it on digital platforms?
If you go to my social media, which is SKALLED, you can actually find it on my Instagram and on my Facebook as well.
Okay.
You can find the link to it.
Okay.
For now, we only have it on SoundCloud, so people can download it off SoundCloud.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. So SKALLED.
Yes.
Don't get it twisted. Thank you so very much, Scarlett. I look forward to seeing you perform and channeling your inner Sasha Fierce, to be named in future. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Thank you so very much. All right. So American designer and fashion influencer Stay Fly Thrash, was in the country last week to talk about all things fashion. And of course, Trendz tagged along with him through the streets of Braamfontein in Johannesburg, where he took us to different clothing shops, giving us a lesson or two about different fabrics and looks. Take a look.
He has made a big splash in the LA fashion scenes. Stay Fly also knows how to put together unique fashion looks. Even more convincing is that you will never catch him looking anything less than stellar in his appearance. So, what does he think about South African fashion and trends?
As far as y'all's fashion, as far as South Africa's fashion, I feel like it's very much more ethnic. And I feel like that's what I enjoy about coming over here, is being able to see it firsthand instead of hearing about it and learning about it and things like that. I wanted to come and be more like hands-on and be able to actually see it instead of just hear about it and things like that. So I wanted to be able to actually feel the vibes, you know what I mean?
Stay Fly is also part of the Red Bull TV series called Social Fabrics, where he features some of his suit collections. Social Fabrics reveals stories behind everyday fabrics, from jeans to cowboy boots, and how they are styled, customized, and made iconic around the world. We also followed him around in the streets of Braamfontein while he jumped from shop to shop to look for the latest trends in fashion.
Yes, I feel like fashion is always going to repeat itself. That's something that I feel like everyone kind of notices it, and I think it's becoming a thing where we're kind of paying homage to the things that have been done before us, and we kind of want to go back and relive it again. We're creating new trends and new styles, but what's cool about our new generation is that we're finding how to mix both of those worlds, take some of the old with some of the new, and create something very genuine. I think this may be my one. This is something that I can't find in the U.S.
This fashion stylist says he chose South Africa because some of the items here he can't find in the States, especially shoes that fit him perfectly.
I found some good stuff out here. I found a shoe brand that I wanted to get a pair, but they didn't have my size, so I was kind of let down on that one. But that's kind of what I came for when it came to shopping. I wanted to find things that I can't find in the U.S. You know what I mean? But overall, it's been good. I found some good pieces. I found like a cool vintage tie. I found like a cool vintage scarf. So yeah, overall, it's been good.
Okay, that was Mr. Stay Fly Thrash. Thank you so very much. It's been an absolute pleasure today here on Trendz. We do have our performer who's just about to sing for us. That's Scarlett. She is saying Jive Luena. We're about to jive with her. I'm off to enjoy my birthday weekend. Join me again next weekend on Trendz. Take it away, Scarlett.
easy as that. What a response it is from the Cheetahs. Brilliant score.
Imran Tahir produced a superb performance with the ball. The Proteas leg spinner put his side in the driving seat, scalping 3 wickets for just 18 runs.
Gifton Gope is flying toward third, and he is there with a triple, his first in the big leagues.
It is a Ferrari front row lockout, unless Hamilton can get on pole, and he can't. Ferrari, for the first time since France in 2008, have locked out the front row.
For all your sports news, keep it locked to Sports Live every Saturday and Sunday from 20:30.
Jumbo Africa, welcome to the newsroom. I'm Elvis Preslin.
Let us build our continent brick by brick, stone by stone, until we achieve.
Prasad asked the court to review and cancel the contract after adverse findings by both the Auditor General as well as the Public Protector.
Well, Christianity is under attack globally. It has been from the beginning of time.
Get all the dominating stories locally and globally on Newsroom every Monday to Friday from 9 a.m.
It is 5 p.m. Central African Time.